Welcome everybody to the channel. Captain America Crypto coming at you with Zebec. Coming to cover Zebec. We've been having a little pullback, as you can see on Zebec. That's normal after a push up like this. But we're going to get through this little intro. Be sure to read the disclaimer. You can pause it at any time and read that disclaimer. We're going to get through this and we're going to get right to the charts. I bet a lot of you's like, man, what is wrong with Zebec? What is wrong with Zebec? But it's all right. It's all right. We holding around 3,300. That is good. I know y'all probably heard over different channels that bragging Zebec's falling. It's going to go back to its lows. It's going to go lower. Don't let that bother you. The overall crypto market is pulling back. Bitcoin pulled down today to around 75. I think what I'm looking at here is at the zero at 75,648 or $46. Typical overall crypto market has been pulling back. You got Zebec down today almost 12%. It's sitting at 11.78% on the day, just ranging up and down around that 11-12% pullback today, and that's fine, y'all. That's fine. You're gonna have people that bought down here at the bottom, and they just took profits up at the top. They seen it pulling back with the market and they got nervous. So the last couple hours, with the help of these content creators on Zebec that's hating on Zebec, they have, I guess, convinced them to sell. Well, you're going to find out in a couple of days. I'm going to come back and ask you how'd that work out for you. Because if we can hold this support at 3,200, I mean, 00, I say 32 hundredths of a dollar, 33 hundredths of a dollar, Zebec's going to be fine. Now, if we fall below that 3,200, 32 hundredths of a dollar, then we can worry. Then we can say, well, this was just a fake out, a liquidation, push up, getting people to FOMO in, but I don't really think that's Zebec. Not saying you have all crypto projects to do that. The market does it. Market manipulators, they'll do it. But I hope nobody bought at the top. Not saying we ain't gonna get back there at 4026, but if you bought at the top thinking we was going to go to 5 or 10 cents or a dollar, this is the crypto market. Things is possible, but not right now in a bear market. And that's what I want to bring to your attention. We have had, like these last 3 hours, we're looking at the 1 hour candles here. The last 3 hours, we have had a pullback. But we're seeing Bitcoin get a little bounce here. But I wanted to come and tell you, usually when you start out the beginning of the week in the red like this, it ends the week pretty good. You can pretty well look at the end of the week turning bullish. And that's what I'm looking for to happen on Zebec. Let me get over here on the charts. Bring a little bit of information. After a strong rally last week, we hit 0039, 0040, and that was around a 6-month high. And what we're seeing with Zebec, even though we have pulled back a good bit, it's a healthy correction pullback, and it has given back some gains and is currently testing lower supports. And the main reason is, like I was telling you before, the main reason Zebec's crashing is, is back profit taking, after strong rally, people take profits. Zebec pumped, like 35 to 44% in the past week, and it reached overbought levels on the RSI. Let's bring the RSI into this. We pumped up on the RSI over here on. Let's see if we can look at this on a daily chart. We putting up in the overbought zone, came back, but I want to tell you that we're still going to rally. It's still going. It ain't over yet. It ain't over. If you're holding Zebec, keep your head up. I don't care what no content creators telling you. Hold your head up. Overbought conditions. The recent surge. It pushed these technical indicators into overbought territory. I mean, you ain't only got. Let's see. Let's look at this one. This is the RSI. Let's look at this one right here. Then we look at these on the daily chart. Got way up in the overbought zone. Way up in the overbought indicators. Let's look at the MACD. Look where the MACD was at. We just coming back, a little bit, cool off. Look where the histogram is. But look what we had back here. We had similar pattern back over here in July. You know what I'm saying? We rallied up. It cooled down a little bit right here, and it went right on up more. We still got a lot of room to get back where we was at over here on the MACD. Compared to where we at right now, we got plenty of room to push up. But people's taking profits, and that's all it is. And that's something you got to. And you got negative CVD. They turned more negative recently on the CVD. Let me get over here on the CVD. We was pushing up a little bit. Let's go to the 1 hour. But as you can see right here, the CVD was turning up. And we had the same thing right here. We had this pullback on the CVD. And right here, this is negative selling pressure, negative pressure on the CVD. But right now, we're getting a little pushback up on the green. We could be overall we're still within the trend right here, as you can see on the CVD. Let me bring that down a little bit. We just come down. It's still making higher lows on the CVD. Let me get rid of that. You get over here, open interest. That shot right up recently. People coming in taking profits. Probably a lot of loans got pushed out. Got trapped and got pushed out. And you can see that right here on open interest. Let's see. the spot volume. And look, no matter it just had a little pullback, people still buying Zebec. Still buying Zebec. Your futures is still positive. Still got longs and more shorts is what it looks like to me. We did pull down a little bit on the negatives there a little bit, but on the 1 hour candles. But on the daily chart, we're in the oversold zone right now on the RSI on the 1 hour chart. So we're fixing to bounce and head back to the top. We're fixing to head back to the top. Don't be worried about Zebec. If y'all want me to start going live with these, let me know in the comments if y'all like to go live. The MACD's way down here. It's not showing right now a turnaround on the MACD on the 1 hour chart, but we should soon see a change on that. But like I say, it was way up here. And I think, let's see what this is. We're at the bottom, getting a bounce. So the overall price of Zebec, it's been a battle, uphill battle, ever since the overall market's been pulling back. But I just want to come and tell you, if you don't hold Zebec, you better get in on it. This project's one. I mean, this is the next. I ain't gonna say it's the next XRP. It's gonna do better than XRP. XRP's been in a bull run how many times? How many times XRP been in a bull run cycle? And all it could get was 365. It's been out for a long time, 385. You wait this one, this token right here has been in a bull run cycle as many times as XRP's that been in one, and then we'll talk. And this project right here is going to do better than this. This right here is going to give people more return, more gains in their return, their investment than XRP ever will. XRP is $1.38 right now, I do believe. And if it holds to this price, it ain't gonna get. It might get somewhere between. If it outperforms, like if it does what it does before, you wasted your money invested in XRP. I'm just gonna be truthful and frank to you. Look at the market cap on it. So my best investment is right here, hands down. I guarantee you, if it don't, I'll shut my channel down. It's gonna outperform XRP. You wait and see. XRP, if it breaks the $3, $4 area, it might get to $7, somewhere between $6.50 to $7 the next cycle. Now, if it don't pull back no further than what we at right now, it ain't worth my time investing in it. Maybe put a couple dollars in it, but why would I do that? I mean, it don't make no sense. If you want you want to invest your money where you're going to get the greatest returns at, this is the project. Zebec. They coming out. I do not know what the announcement is. It may not even be no partnership with Ripple. But it could be and it could not be. I really don't know. It may be it could be something to do with XRP. I mean, not XRP, but Ripple. Maybe Ripple wants to use their card system. I don't know. We won't know till they make the announcement. Uh, but we having this sell off, but if you listen to this content, I'm telling you, I listen to one. It just, man, I turn them off sometimes because I be like, y'all have tricked these people to think they was in a bull run when we was in a bear market. People invested their money and I lost so much money listening to these content creators. I'm telling you, they'll get on there and tell you they got 10 to 12 years experience. They ain't got nothing. If you've been doing something for 10 to 12 years and you can't do it no better than that, leading people to bankruptcy or losing all their money, you better get out of there. It's a wonder you ain't got a ton of lawsuits in behind you. Getting up there telling people that a token's going to go, like XCN will go to 22 to 36 cents and it going straight down. And they don't have no sympathy to get on there and say, man, I was wrong. I am sorry. They won't apologize. But they just keep right on entertaining people because they stick right to them, man. They stick right to them and they'll lead them right down the hill, man, to slaughter. And they'll stick right there with them. And now they've realized, well, we're in a bear market. And they bearish on everything. It's either they bullish in a bear market or they gonna be bearish when this cycle turns around and it ain't got far to go. We almost out of a bear market, people. And you watch what I'm telling you. Now, I do believe we got one more leg down with Bitcoin. But this bear market's almost over. And you hear it here on the channel. And you I watch different content creators, just a few in a select that I feel like they're straight up honest. They call it the best. They call it real close, but there's a bunch of them just getting a check every month for YouTube. But they tell you what you want to hear, so you keep coming back, hitting the like button, hit the clicks, subscribing, and you watch that 10, 15-minute video, and they tell you, oh man, invest in XCN and it's gonna go to $3, $4. Find out. I'm not saying it ain't gonna go. Anything's possible, but whether they wrong or they be right or they wrong, most of the time they wrong. XCN didn't even get nowhere near its previous high when it launched at the end of the previous bull market. It didn't get nowhere. It didn't get halfway. It didn't get to 50% of its highs. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. But to hear it tell it was going on up there. And people just clicking, and every week, every day, you had these random little pumps that it did. This certain cryptos did, and we were going to the moon. We're going to the moon, y'all. Bull runs on. Bitcoin going to 180, 200,000, 500,000. I said, man, some of these companies, man, I'm telling you, I want to call names, but I'm telling you, you know who they are. If you listen to this, you know who they are, and it's so frustrating, man, to hear that and people believe it. People, not America, everybody's gullible. If you tell them what they want to hear, I'm not going to do it. I don't care if I get not once. I got 1,733 subscribers. If I got to get on here and live, I don't mind coming on here hyped up, but it's hard to get hyped up when you see stuff like that. They have 50,000 subscribers, and some of them will go on there and they'll call them out. And then you have those that take up for them. But I do believe those that take up for them, just like they might got $5 or $10 in a crypto. Really, they got $5 or $10 in crypto. they ain't sitting there with $15,000-$20,000 in crypto and it going down and down and down to 2,000. People to get on there and just they can talk, and people just like to hear somebody talk, and they got $5 or $10 invested in a crypto, and they ain't got no 20,000, and then people telling them, because they'd be mad. I'm telling you, if somebody's following a content creator and they tell them that it's going to do a 25 to 30x, and they sit there and just pump money in there, pump money in it, and it's steady coming down, and you get $10,000-$20,000 invested in a token, and it's steady going down, and it takes you all the way back down to $2,500, and you done lost all that money. Somebody's gonna be mad. Somebody's gonna be highly upset with somebody, and it ain't right. Just for the clickbait, it ain't right, man. And I want to come on here and tell people, don't fall for this narrative that sometimes these cryptos pump up, and then that's just the crypto market. they get anything that pumps up and gets in everybody's on it. When it pumps up fast, it's gonna come back down. It's gonna find its area of support and cool off, consolidate. This is good for Zebec right here where it's at, pulling back to 32 and 0032, 0033, and it's almost back at 0034. This is good. Real good. It tested previous support over here back they had on yesterday. Yesterday. Retested that support. Now we're getting a bounce to go back up. We pulled out so quick. We got some fair value gaps right here. We're gonna start pushing back up, filling. Now, yeah, it might take a little bit longer getting back up through these fair value gaps quicker than we came down and made them. Zebec making them. So, whatever you do, if you bought, a lot of people bought Zebec when it pumped up to almost 0069 at the top, its all-time high, and they bought and they've held, and they probably tried to dollar cost average it down. And I hate to take these videos and make them this long, but I'm trying to come and tell you, don't go on, get on here and find you a couple of YouTubers that's straight up, that's telling you reality. And if you want some, I can give you some. That's straight up. One of them, main guy that I listen to, I got one that I listen to, I kind of learn from, and that's Blockchain Backer. Not no hyped up XRP going to $1,000 or $100. No. I listen to him from time to time when he comes on, and I listen to Slinix Crypto. He's from the Netherlands. Very smart guy. Very smart coming to, and I've learned a lot from Slinix Crypto. There's a whole lot more than just getting on here, say for instance, and looking at these fee retracements. There's a lot more than getting on here. Oh, we're gonna go between the golden spot, or we're gonna come down to they handy to a certain extent. You got to know the fundamentals. Don't like to be political, but this crypto market and the stock market, it moves with what's going on in the economy. You got to stay up to date, somewhat up to date, to know what's going to happen. You need to know when they're going to come out with economic data. You need to know, be looking at it, watching it to see if we got a good report, if they're gonna cut interest rates, and you need to know a lot behind the crypto that you're covering, maybe like Zebec here, what partnerships that they coming out with. But like this announcement, we don't know. We won't know till they make the announcement. But I can't sit here and tell you that a lot of people assuming it's going to be a partnership with Ripple. But to be honest with you, I couldn't come on here and tell you 100%. I'm sure that I'm telling you that it's a Ripple and Zebec partnership. I can't tell you that. Because I don't know. Really, nobody knows but Zebec and maybe some insiders that they're going to do a partnership with Ripple. Could be. Ripple's a bank. And I do think they're going to want something to do with. I do think they're going to want Zebec's payroll card system with their banking to offer it to as a service or be a provider to with this service, and it's going to help Zebec grow a lot. Not because of the XRP narrative, because of the Ripple. XRP cannot help Zebec. Ripple can help Zebec, but XRP cannot help Ripple. It cannot help Zebec. So, with that being said, if you like the content, and like I say, if you want to start going live, let me know in the comments. I'll have to figure it all out going live. It's nothing no different what I've been doing. But hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back shortly with an update on XCN. It's pulling back also. But it's holding pretty good. A little bit lower than where I thought it would hold, but it's still holding up good. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.